Hi everybody, and welcome to the Shay Show. So this morning has been very interesting. As you can see, I'm getting a little more moved into my office. I'm getting my stuff out and everything, and I laid these cards out, and I was like, wow. I've been like digging in these dusty old books and tripping out because whenever we started these daily readings, and I laid them all out, and then we did the readings for everybody's signs, and I laid everybody's cards out. I've been noticing since I've been doing the daily readings that I'm picking up on everybody, are like earth sign. Guess who this is? Remember that from your reading? We've got this from other people's readings, and it's pretty much like the same thing. I mean, I've got almost all of these cards, and they keep popping up. Then I had a little stack jump out at me that wanted to tell me what we need to be avoiding. So I decided to lay these out. We're gonna have like a little bit of a longer reading today. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so the first thing is what we talked about, I guess, a couple of days ago, and yesterday even. This great idea, this good start energy that's happening, this something that can begin the seeds part of an idea or a business, or it could be, gosh, lots of things, learning, starting something new. And I was thinking it was very interesting because this is crossing it, and this usually means like living knowledge you've gained in the past. So this could be something that you were actually doing. Oh, here comes the AC. That's going to be loud. Sorry about that. Something that you've thought about doing for a long time, or that you learned for a long time that you're just now realizing maybe you could do to make money at, or a promotion that you wanted for a long time if you're somebody who punches a time clock. And I see that, but I also remember telling everyone that we needed to keep this this energy that we have for starting something new this week. We need to be working on it instead of just jumping ahead. We need to be practicing and planning so that we don't have a false start. Well, sure enough, here in this position of where we are right now, we're at false start. So there's a lot of false start energy out there that we're going to have to battle through and make sure that we can fight against. Because I'm looking here, and this generally means to me, like gifts being abused, like, what other word am I looking for? Your talent or your ability being wasted or not used, something that you're really good at that you're not doing, or like maybe you're only half doing something. There's some kind of energy that's causing us to not believe in what we truly are, and to just go punch the time clock, or to just go and do what we have to do that we already know that we can do. But branching out would really help us to fight against this negative energy. Trying something like, how can I say this in a nice way? The way you're doing it just ain't working. And that's happening for a lot of people, because it's not just one person's energy. I think we've talked about this, and doing the daily energy reading. We're not just reading just Pisces, or just Scorpio, or just Virgo, or whatever. We're reading the energy of the day of September 5th, 5. Just today, that's all, okay? And that energy is feeding all of us. So, okay, it's affecting all of us. Look, like, think, what's a good way to explain this? What we're feeling the energy of right now, and we're still coming out of it, but it's still like, it's still clinging to us, are these old ways and the time that we've wasted. And we don't want to fall back into this same energy again, because it'll take us right back through this big loop again, right? And it'll put us out of control. Also, another thing that I'm seeing here is being offered something that we're not ready for, or something that's not right for us, something that takes us out of control. It takes the work out of our hands. Like, they may be offering you a job, but your job you would have less freedom. You would be more, it would be a harder job. Of course, it would be more work, but and more money, but is it something that you want to do? How about, and like I used this before, if you're an artist, I mean, it'd be like, okay, you take this job, but they limit you. You can only paint in red, white, and black. You can't paint in all these other colors, whatever color you choose, kind of thing. You don't want to get tied down in that just for the money of it. You'll be out of control, and eventually you'll end up here in the near future. And this wonderful idea's false start will have jacked the whole project, jacked your whole energy for the week. So let's keep going for the week. And what I pulled out was these guys. They just popped out. So again, it's the same things, like for example, this. I would imagine that this goes right along with us having too many choices from the things that were being offered that we're not ready for. When you have too many choices, you're not ready because you don't know what you really want, or you wouldn't be considering all the choices. You'd be focused on what you really want, and you get that by working and experiencing and practicing and focusing. So we're not ready. This one, someone shit talking, someone giving you the wrong ideas. This has been in almost everybody's, this has got to be an energy for the week, like it's like a week-long energy, because it's been in like almost everybody's weekly reading, and it's been on almost every day. Someone else is giving you they're giving you bad information. There's something that you could be doing and someone's telling you not to do it, and it doesn't have anything to do with you, the reason they're telling you not to do it. It has to do with them. Stop listening. If you want to not be destitute, you know you have to work, right? Okay, if you want to not fail, you have to not give up, right? Because when have you really failed? When you stop trying. When do you stop trying? When you give up, right? Okay, don't stop trying. Just look at things from a different way. This isn't it. Your idea is good. You have living knowledge of this from the past, like this apparent standstill that we're in. It's not. It's like a time when we're growing. This energy right now is perfect for growing something. It's not right for harvesting. Stop trying to harvest. Let's not try to harvest things while we're still in 1 and 2. You need to wait until we get at least out to 4 before you start trying to pick the fruit. You want to get to at least to harvest. Don't pick it while it's still green and not ripe. Okay, so then we're going to look down here, and as the reading went on, and I started to look a little more deeply into things, this chick came up. Now this was in an earth sign reading. I think there was another reading that it was in as well. And it's someone who is a deceiver, a really bad person. And this is in your fear category. So there's 2 reasons that this would be in your fear category. 1, you know that you're getting lied to and you don't want to face it, so you're fearing to face it. Or 2, you're the one who's lying. If you are, this is such a bad karmic week for you to be the one lying. You need to straighten things out. If you're worried about that karma coming back, yeah, it's this is a good week to get it. Let's see, but what other people think in this situation, the people who are involved. So let's remember, this energy is going on, so let's not do this to somebody else. Let's not be the shit talker or the deceiver in someone else's life and continue to further this energy. Let's fight against it so we can get it out of here and disrupt it and get it gone. So what other people think about the situation is that they can see the problem. They have the answer for you. They can give it to you quickly at the drop of a hat. All you have to do is ask. This is a card of someone coming to the rescue, but you have to let them come to the rescue. You know, when someone shows up to save you, you know, from the dragon, do you let them fight the dragon? Or do you fight them and say, I got this? If you're smart, you fight together and win. This is what you know but you're not facing. This is a great position. I love this layout for the cards. It's real clear about things sometimes. And everybody's gotta kind of have this feeling this week. We've had all these crazy moons in this retrograde. Everybody's actually like, wow, I can really feel something. So a lot of people are having spiritual awakenings. This card's really good for spiritual awakenings when you see it. You know deep down in your heart, this is the week for all of us to know deep down in our heart the things that we don't want to face. Sometimes they're good things. How about this? This week, it's a really good thing. You're realizing, we're all realizing a deeper spiritual self right now. You may not even be somebody who's really into that kind of stuff, and you're noticing things. So go with your gut instead of listening to the hype and the bullshit. Something that you've known for a long time. I mean, that's what's crossing us for good or bad right now, that we have living knowledge of this from the past. We know it could work. We know this awesome idea could work. We've not done it, and we're running in circles because someone keeps telling us negative shit about ourselves. Look, we have the ability to harmoniously do this, to make income along with whatever we're already doing, and possibly make more money than we have before by branching out. Like, more incomes are better than one, right? I see us being able to get into that position by the end of today, hump day. I see us being able to get into that position by the end of the day, but we're gonna really seriously have to stop the negative that's coming at us. So I wrote down a thought for today after reading all this, and I thought, here we go, thought for the day. Don't let people put you in a box. Humans aren't made to be compartmentalized. And I underlined mentalized. Don't let them make you feel like you're just this or you're just that. You're so much more. And when you start believing that, then everything will change and you'll take the wheel. See, a lot of times people, even the ones that love us, are scared that they're going to lose us if they let us fly. You know, I'm a peacock, I have to fly, you have to let me fly. You know, and they tell us things because they're scared. And that's never fair for us. It's never the right choice for us to do. We should always listen to our heart, because that's going to lead us to where we need to go. And when we listen to the mind, sometimes we overthink things. And whenever we listen to other people's minds, sometimes their overthinking really, really screws us more than just us overthinking it for ourselves. So let's try today to not be put in a box, not be told that we're only this or we're only that. We're so much more. We are so much more. Okay, so come back and see me again. I'll be putting out some new videos soon. Thanks for watching.